So I am a recovering banker and have become an investor in the restaurant space over the last couple of years. So we look at restaurants that are more than just F&B places. We look at them from the perspective of, are they consumer brands? Are they brands that people want to be associated with, that you can exploit in media, publishing, live events, pop-ups, et cetera, et cetera. The trend predominantly is all about the chef and the personality behind the restaurant. It's not so much concept driven these days. People want to know where their food comes from, who makes their food, rather than is this a cool design or cool concept. I think it's it's all about the individual at the moment. Well, I want to know kind of trends that are happening all over the world, including here. I have a handful of relationships in the region that it's good to combine visits with those and the forum. Not yet, not yet. I think it will come, but nothing that has kind of met our investment criteria at this point. We are looking at kind of Asia Pacific, and we're looking at some opportunities in South America as well, in addition to Europe and the US. My thesis is probably fairly narrow, but as far as kind of larger trends that you're seeing, whether they meet my criteria or not, I think people are much more sophisticated now than they have been historically, and I think that has become a global phenomenon. It's no longer just confined to London and New York and Paris. I think consumers here in particular are incredibly sophisticated. They demand more from how they spend their money. Right? They have higher expectations what they get out of that. And I think operators in various markets that are successful in tapping into that and living up to those high expectations are going to be successful no matter where they are. I mean, what I know is that, for example, in the US, the restaurant industry as a whole is 4% of GDP. That's obviously a huge number. I think it's similar in Europe. I don't know what it is here. But as global wealth increases and people have discretionary income, I assume that's going to continue to grow. Mostly people have been asking me about what's happening outside of the region rather than the other way around, because I think everybody here is very interested in tapping into trends outside and trying to bring them into the market. So that's been the predominant focus of the discussions. Yeah, if my schedule permits, absolutely.
Thank you very much for taking your time.
Sure, my pleasure.
Appreciate it.